Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Macmillan family. As I call it, the Macmillan Family Support Unit, because it does offer support to the whole family unit. Right, you think you're here for an easy session. You're not. I'm going to catch your brains. I'm not going to read off sheets of paper. I've got some prompts. What does a car, a hot vehicle, and a piece of fruit have in common? Any ideas? Think outside the box. What's important to us as cancer patients? Car parking. Hospital car parking charges. Any idea on these two?
Fuel.
Eat or eat, exactly. Fuel poverty. When I was planning my speech, I discovered from the Macmillan survey that 93% of cancer patients that filled in the Macmillan survey in 2009 were affected by fuel poverty. That's a large, large number. It's not been dealt with yet, but as everybody's touched on, the general election's coming up. Now, what can we all do as individuals to get our issues raised? You can invite prospective candidates to your home. Steve and I did this before the general election. We invited them all. 2 turned up on separate occasions. They want your vote, they're willing to do it. I didn't need my MP to do it because he'd already reiterated what he felt and what we needed. So therefore he was already aware of the issue and was really backing us with it. But the others turned up and actually visited our home. That was really empowering. It was fantastic. Wow, we're being listened to. Fantastic for us. We can get all these issues raised in your own home, get them to come around or meet them in a convenient place. Doesn't matter. Get your voices heard. It doesn't have to all be done here. It can be done outside. So please bear that one in mind. Thinking outside the box again. Any ideas? During the years I've been coming to the Cancer Voices conference, I have realised you have to pledge to do something for yourself. So the first one, pledge to do something for yourself because that's the hardest thing to do. Pledge to do something for somebody else. Pledge to do something for Macmillan. I'm going to come back to these later in my speech and explain what I did with those. Successes. Macmillan were very, very successful in getting free prescriptions for cancer patients. This is one of my successes. You're going to wonder what this is. It's a bra from Debenhams. In 2009, I contacted them and I asked them what they were doing about mastectomy patients as they were coming top in their bra fitting service. They said there's no call for it. So I knocked on their door. I kept knocking on their door and saying, come on, this is high. You deal with maternity patients. What are you going to do for us? Eventually, in 2010, I get invited to a workshop in Sheffield, and Debenhams asked me, did I know any breast cancer patients in Sheffield? I didn't. But what I did was I contacted the Rotherham Breast Cancer Support Group and asked them if they were keen to come on board with this Debenhams issue. Too right they were. 8 people turned up from Rotherham. There was myself and a lady from Manchester. That's how important it was to us. They sat us in a room. They asked us what our problems were. We explained. They said, close your eyes. So we did. Next thing on the floor, were bras in colour with matching briefs, mastectomy bras. They were actually going to produce them, and we were to trial them the following summer. So if you've got an issue and you think you can't win, you can. We did. It's now online and in 35 of their stores. We're campaigning for it to be in every store, and we will get there. But it's people knocking on the doors that will get there in the end. Things don't happen to me overnight. Some people are very, very successful. I'm successful, but I just keep chipping away because I'm like a dog with a bone. Any ideas what this is called? Any ideas? Pair of pink fins, swimming fins. Any ideas now? No? No. I run a swimming group called Swimming After Surgery, brackets SAS, and this is my biggest success. It started with an idea in Telford in April 2010, when I was talking to a friend, and I said to her, now you're on your road to recovery from mastectomy, what would you like to do? This was a Sunday night. She said, I'd love to be able to learn to swim, but I can't afford the lessons. Didn't say anything more to her. I left her that night. The following morning, rang the council. I want to set up MSG, mastectomy swimming group. That's a brilliant idea, said the swim coordinator. Go to the breast cancer support group and get some feedback. As you can see, MSG soon changed to SAS. I'd been too narrow-minded when I went to the breast cancer support group. I hadn't included lumpectomies. I hadn't thought big enough. I was being too narrow-minded. But I've learned from that. I took back all the feedback. That same night, I came up with an idea. I thought, what can we do as our logo for this? So I've got bright pink letters, Swimming After Surgery, brackets SAS. Underneath, one day you'll be able to face the world. Picture of somebody facing backwards. And that was it. That was what I did. In September 2010, I went to the council and said, right, when are we launching? They said, October 2010, we launched in Telford. Little did I know the impact this was going to have. I went on Twitter 2 years later. Somebody found me. What qualifications have you got to set this up? I said, none. What? No, none. How have you done it? Sheer determination, lots of money, and playing in a pool. That's it. The person I spoke to held a pink summer night with Karen Pickering and set it up in Gatwick. Unbeknown to me, until I went to a Macmillan event, I found out Walsall have also set Swimming After Surgery up for lymphedema patients. Not my involvement. A year ago, September, it launched in Cannock Chase with my involvement. So as you can see, small acorns, big oaks grow. The sky's the limit with SAS. So as you can see, it's been a massive change for me, and it's been a huge empowering experience, and I'm learning all the time. So I don't take no, I change it to a yes. So if I come back to the pledges. The pledge I had, the first conference Steve and I came to, was we were desperate to find help with benefits. Luckily that conference year, there were benefit advisors, so that was our pledge to ourselves. Pledge to somebody else. That was last year. Somebody asked me for some help, didn't have the information, but I went to the marketplace, which is now the exhibition stands, and I found the information out. Before the conference finished, I passed the information on to the person that asked me, so that was my other pledge. This is the easiest one. Pledge to do something for Macmillan. It can be telling your story, it can be reviewing a book, it can be signing a knee campaign, it can be anything small or big. But while you're here, Macmillan engage you to do this anyway, because in every workshop, you're pledging to do something for Macmillan. So thank you very, very much for listening to me. I hope you've enjoyed the talk.
Oh.
All I have to say now is it's time for lunch, so please make your way to the dining area around there, and then straight after that we're going into